fellas, welcome to Cringe Confessional. I set up a forum, an anonymous forum, at cringe.coney.gg, and I asked Twitch chat to fill it up with their most embarrassing stories. I've been doing this a long time, but I still have millions of stories. I'm never gonna finish. This is my job forever, and you can make me do it more. Go to cringe.coney.gg and submit your story today. I promise it's anonymous. I swear. I mean it. I don't have your address and IP. Why would I even want that? Let's do Cringe Confessional, shall we?
When I was a little kid, I used to love reading, and almost every night I would read together with my mom or dad.
That's precious.
The only problem being that I was pretty anxious and easily scared by the books I read sometimes.
Okay.
The reason why I liked reading with my parents was because they reassured me that things like ghosts or monsters weren't real.
Smart.
And that I never had to
Very
worry
cute.
about them.
Very good.
One day, we were reading a book about the ocean.
Uh-oh. Oh, wait. No, that's... Okay, this one's real. This shit does happen, and it is there, and there is a big-ass squid. That is somewhere in there, and nobody's seen it before. Watch out!
Now, although I do not remember the contents of this book, I do know that the book made me very anxious.
Yeah, I bet it
So
did.
as I usually did, I sought an explanation from my mom to calm me down. I asked my mom, are sharks real?
No.
And my poor, tired, well-meaning mother told me, no, sweetie, so that I didn't stay up all night worrying about it.
Oh, that's a tough one. That's a quick time event. You have to answer fast, otherwise the kid's not gonna trust you. You'd be like, yeah, but not like that big.
2 weeks later, give or take, and my preschool class takes a smaller field trip to our local aquarium. I had never been before, and I was very excited to go for the first time with all my friends.
Oh my god.
Everything was going fine at first, until eventually we got to the shark exhibit. As soon as my 5-year-old mind comprehended what I was looking at, I started screaming and crying, and I ran out of the exhibit as fast as I could.
You wouldn't even think your mom lied. You would think your mom doesn't know. Like, they are real. They have exhibits with Draculas and Frankensteins, too. They got zombies everywhere. I just gotta find the right museum.
Somehow, I had managed to get to the parking lot before anyone caught me.
That must have
My
been a
irrational
small
and overwhelmed
aquarium.
self started trying to look for my mom or dad's car. Of course, it didn't take too long for the
That's a
staff
bad
and the teacher
school,
leading
man.
our group to find me. And when I got back to the group, some of them laughed at me because I had pissed myself at some point,
You didn't need
and my
that.
face
You didn't
was
have
all
to tell me
puffy
that
from
part.
crying.
You didn't need to tell me the
My
pee
mom
part.
got looks from the teacher and
Pee
staff
story.
when she
Congrats
picked me
to
up
the betters.
because I had all told them that she told me sharks weren't real. That day I went home having learned that sharks were real, and that my mother had the capability to lie to me.
Well, if your kid's affected by shark stuff, we gotta dial it back a little bit, right? Like, how about trains? Let's read a book about trains, or Mom, are trains real? Yeah, I guess actually that's true. That you're just gonna give him worse and worse phobias. Like, more and more debilitating. Oh, shit, this kid can't do anything with this guy. You go to a psychiatrist, like, what's the problem? I don't know! He's scared of everything! We have to tell him that nothing is real! Everything's a construct! I definitely thought Mario was real for some time. Yeah, I get that. Like, you just think Mario is a real guy who has real adventures, and he's just so impressive we make games about him. Like, this is what it would be like. When I was a kid, I thought people really died in horror movies. I thought there were so many people on the planet that some people would be like, yep, I'll just die. I'll die for a movie. Fuck it. Because I hadn't seen a movie where a guy gets, I don't know, skinned alive or anything.
When my identical twin brother and I were seniors in high school, we began dating best friends from our school
Oh, a
group.
little bit of twin magic.
These were our first
You guys gonna
girlfriends,
get into some
and we both
antics?
have a tendency to
Bro.
move kind of fast in relationship.
Bro, if I had an identical twin, I would be committing so many acts of mischief. My ass would be very tricky indeed. I would be doing quite a lot of nefarious twin activities. I would be committing crimes to be like, nuh-uh, he did it.
3 or 4 months in, we had our first double date, doubles tennis at a local court, then back to our house to watch a movie.
Ooh.
While we each cuddled our respective girls on opposite sides of the couch, I got it into my head that now was a good time to whisper to her that I loved her.
Aw.
My girlfriend said she wasn't ready for that and did not reciprocate.
Ooh.
Needless to say, I was pretty bummed.
Yeah, that
I
hurts.
told my brother the next morning on a run together, and he was very kind and compassionate about it. What I didn't know until months later was that my brother also told his girlfriend he loved her that night, and she also said she wasn't sure. Not only that, the two girls were talking together about it and thought that my twin and I had planned to do it together, and it weirded them out. Why my brother didn't tell me when I told him about my experience, I still don't know.
Oh, dude, that is gonna get back to the rest of the school. That is fucking straight. Oh, that's weird. It's gotta suck to share the same brain with a guy, right?
My brother is now happily married to that girl, and I was dumped shortly after.
Okay, well, you guys might be the same, but the girls were not, apparently. Oh. My brother is happily married and has his whole life ahead of him, and I haven't found the person yet. And now we can't go on double dates anymore. Oh, man. And now he's watching the Coney stream. Hey, me too, brother, up top. Just kidding. I have a girlfriend now. Hey, good luck out there. I hear dating sucks. Not for me, though. It all worked out. Good luck, everybody. We're all gonna make it. Just me faster than you. Sorry.
I had such a bad experience with a woman I realized I was gay. I knew this one girl I had a couple classes with in high school.
Okay.
I had a crush on her, and I thought she had one on me. When she invited me over,
That's
she
sweet.
asked me to get food, and we just sat in my car out in the street for a while, and she left.
Okay.
I was so naive, I did this a few more times, not realizing she was just using me for free fast food.
Was she? Is that real? I don't have enough dating experience to know. Like, would people do this? Just be like, I'm really hungry. Let me call up David so I can sit in his car and pretend to like him for like half an hour? Watch out, Coney. Oh no, wait a minute. Me and my girlfriend's last 5 dates have been sitting in a parking lot eating Wendy's. I thought that it was a little strange. Oh, I'd be like, do you want to go anywhere else? And she was like, no, I really like Dave's Double. Oh, wait, hold on.
Eventually, she asks me to come over like usual. But
Whoa!
this time, she decides we should have sex.
Okay, maybe it wasn't just for the free food.
I have no experience, but I'm a teenager, so I go
You'll
along
figure
with
it out as you go.
It was about 10 minutes before she just decided to get off me without me finishing.
Oh.
We had went to an empty parking lot, and she got out to vape after. And I remember sitting in the passenger seat staring at the night sky, feeling completely distraught. I felt like Icarus when he went too close to the sun.
It's not a good metaphor. What was the sun here? Bro thinks he's a poet.
It felt so bad I started thinking I was gay, and basically completely stopped talking to her afterwards.
Okay, so they were gay. Why did she go from the parking lot meal several times in a row straight into sex? Girls really want a Dave's Double and nothing else. Bro, I might be a girl, straight up. I would transition for a Dave's Double right now. I'm going to be honest. I'm hungry.
I have hair trauma stemming from a childhood incident of my own machination.
Hair trauma?
When I was 10, I had long, bushy hair that I didn't brush because I was a dumb 10-year-old.
Okay.
In addition to not brushing my hair, I made the poor decision to chew gum while in bed.
Oh.
I rolled over,
I see where this is
thinking
going.
about the gum, and it fell out right into a massive tangle in my hair.
Yeah.
I was so scared about it that for weeks I didn't tell anyone, and the tangle exponentially worsened.
No.
One morning,
Weeks?
I was getting ready for school, and my mom discovered the situation going on with my hair.
Dude, how does that happen for weeks where nobody notices?
She flipped out and said we were going straight to the salon after school.
Not the salon!
At the salon, I had no say in the haircut I was getting, because at this point it was a punishment.
Right.
I went from having long hair to getting what I called a Renaissance haircut, because I looked like a sad little page boy when all was said and done.
Oh.
Needless to say, I brush my hair every day,
Poor
and I
guy.
don't chew gum hardly ever now.
Oh, okay. That's a good story. What a bummer, man. I don't know what you're supposed to do about gum in your hair. I remember a lot of 90s cartoons having like peanut butter or vinegar, I think. Like, and I don't know if it's true. Freezing it. I remember they did that to Lisa. The thing I wanted to bring up is that I don't have long hair, but I do chew a lot of gum. You know who has long hair? My 5-year-old. My gum fell out of my mouth one day. She was sitting on my lap. We were watching something. It got in the ends. It wasn't like on the scalp. It was there at the ends. But I felt my heart just like, oh. I had to do a little bit of salon work myself. It didn't get deep in there because it was only a couple strands, but I felt so scared. Like, if it got worse, it would have been so bad. It's hair, it'll grow back. Yeah, but she's only had one haircut ever. She needs another one. It's starting to get real long. Maybe I'll dump some gum into her hair. So, oh, sweetie, now we have to do it. Sorry, honey, daddy dropped his gum. Oh, man. Buzz cut for you. Okay, that's hair trauma.
So in high school in the first term, my class went out for a barbecue at someone's house.
Okay.
We were sitting around the outdoor table when one person had the bright idea to play truth or dare.
Hell yeah.
Naturally, I was the first one chosen, and being a scared little teenage boy, I chose truth.
Pussy.
Then the popular girl asked the question of what is your weirdest fetish?
What are kids talking about in high school? What the hell is that? That's weird, man. I think the internet's getting too big.
Then
That's
the
the first
girl
question.
asked the At the time, I was known as a very clean Christian guy who never said anything inappropriate, so my umbus decided to basically come out as a degenerate, hoping that I could find friends.
Honestly, funny idea. That's a funny instinct. I love the idea. I think my brain would try to do the same thing to be silly, but I don't think you're writing into Cringe Confessional because it worked.
So I picked the first answer that came
Foot
to my
guy.
head.
Foot guy.
Pokemon.
Oh.
Not the humans, but the actual Pokemon themselves.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad. That's really bad. You should have said feet. You said hentai and animals. Like, you had two bad things for somebody at a high school party.
Half the class burst into laughter, and the other half fell into complete
You
silence.
should go armpit. I think you're a few years too early for armpit. Like, armpit now is blasé, right? Whatever. Armpit back then, I don't think we go armpit, right?
The popular guy started asking me what specific Pokemon I liked. So as oblivious as I was, I started going off on the Pokemon that I had seen that kind of fanatism
Oh, you know,
online.
Gardevoir.
Lopunny,
Lopunny.
Serena, Salazzle, and I just kept going.
I don't know Serena. Hold on. Oh, I do know Serena. Never mind. I know that one.
After I finished my list, now the entire class was completely silent. They then decided to stop playing Truth or Dare, so I was the only one who said anything in the end.
That's an actual sitcom bit. I don't want to play Truth or Dare anymore. You won the game. Yeah, you stopped. You might have saved a bunch of other kids from way more embarrassing fates. It's pretty good.
Needless to say, I got ostracized, and everyone called me the Pokemon fucker.
Which you asked for. You said you did that. Just to be clear, that's not like an unfit label. You called yourself that. You said that. Yeah, you listed 4 different Pokemon. Like, if you were like, I don't know, Pikachu, people would have been like, oh, he's being stupid and funny, right? Like, you could have been silly. I don't think anybody in that class had ever heard of Salazzle. But now you're the Pokemon fucker. Good job.
I once went to a grocery store with my entire family, and it so happened to be a couple days before Christmas. I walked with such exaggerated swagger by my mother's side. Little 8-year-old me walking, as if I ruled the world, and my parents humming to the Christmas tune.
That's so cute.
Suddenly we
That's
turn
adorable.
the corner, and we see Santa Claus in all his glory.
Yay!
As a child raised in a mixed household, I shouldn't have made this mistake, but seeing all those ads on TV, you get a certain idea of who Santa is.
I think I know where you're going with this, and I think you're couching your expectations too much so you don't get canceled. Did you get a black Santa? Be honest.
Without hesitating, I yell, Santa is covered in coal. He must have gone down the chimney.
That is so cute. What a cute and deeply problematic thing to say. That is a precious and terrible thing for a child to say.
I was rushed out of the store by my dad before that poor black Santa could react to what I screamed at him. Poor guy.
Poor Santa. Poor black Santa. That's a bummer. You ruined Christmas. Congratulations, Chatter. Now nobody's getting presents.
At the time of this story, I was a 16-year-old closeted lesbian with severe asthma.
Okay.
Due to my asthma, I had a ton of trouble with PE class, to the point where I almost suffocated once, which is a whole different story, so I made a deal with my mom. She would dismiss me from attending PE class.
Okay.
But I had to play Beat Saber on my VR headset that she got me for my birthday for 45 minutes every day, since that's basically exercise and I could take a break whenever I had to,
That's not
eliminating
so
the
bad,
whole
actually.
asthma risk.
That's kind of cool.
Now, despite my
That's a
mom
good
being
parent.
super protective of what content I consume and only letting me play Beat Saber on the headset, I secretly downloaded one other game and played it when she wasn't home.
No. VR chat.
At first, I just used it to hang out with different people and have fun, but eventually I got friendly with this one girl.
Oh.
Really friendly.
Oh.
We started VR dating. We would hang out basically every day and occasionally pretended to kiss.
Aw. You don't know VR chat? Well, I got a story for you after this.
All was fine until one day
I know
when
a
we
little
both
bit.
got super horny while making out.
Mm-hmm.
She invited me to a private map, which was just a room with a huge bed and loud lo-fi music playing.
Oh, dude.
She equipped an avatar with a strap on, and we started going at it. Unfortunately for me, the music was too loud for me to hear my mom opening the front door.
Mom, close it!
She probably heard me moaning, so she immediately rushed into my room, only to find her daughter lying on the floor, getting humped by the air. What the actual fuck are you doing?
Oh, no.
As soon as I heard that, I screamed, took my headset off, and saw my mother staring down at me with shock and disgust. One long and uncomfortable conversation later, my mom decided to sell the VR headset and forced me to go back to attending PE.
That's it. You're playing dodgeball. It was Beat Saber. It was Beat Saber. It was a really hard song.
I never saw my VR girlfriend again.
Oh, no. Oh, dude, you're a cautionary tale. Holy shit, what a story. Me and my friends rented a cabin for one of our friends' birthday, and we went to a cabin up at Deep Creek Lake, and we got a headset, a VR chat, and we thought it would be very funny if I walked around in VR chat, but like as a cop. So I dress like a cop, and I'm walking into like furry clubs, and I'm like, hey, what's going on here? I want to see everybody's IDs. And one of the furries stands up and goes, oh yeah? Watch this! And takes out his enormous penis. Just watch this. And it's like bigger than my character model. It like 3Ds into me. And I threw the headset off my head and I had to turn the game off. It was very scary indeed. Like, I was not expecting to jump 0 to 100 like that. I got right out of there.
When I was younger, I was in the Boy Scouts for a year.
Cool.
On my first and last camping trip, as a scout, I was still a young boy terrified to go to bathroom out of the comforts of my home. But they did have a nice bathroom stall out in the community center.
Okay.
Cue day number 3 of not going to the bathroom. It is pitch black in the middle of the night, and I will not plant my tootsies on a random toilet stall in the woods. So I hit the nastiest hover.
That's smart.
Grunt
Yeah.
and do my business. No splash.
All right, smart.
Morning comes, and there's a massive log completely adjacent to the toilet bowl. I go radio silent and watch as some kid has to scoop, clean, and hose it down.
Just a complete and utter miss. Watch? Yes, you watch that. You're not gonna be like, oh, my bad, that's mine. I'm not doing that. Hey, everybody, who did that? That's the whole story, by the way. They scooped, cleaned, and hosed it down. You know what, though? At least it was a big-ass log. You could have made it way worse for that guy.
I'm a math teacher at a high school, and today I returned some tests to my students, and one student specifically had this habit of always writing something in Russian in her tests. Simple things like, my name is X, or, hello, how are you?
Aw.
Nothing harmless.
That's cute.
And this time specifically test, she got a perfect score.
Wow.
So I decided to write, congratulations, in some other language in her test.
Okay.
I picked a random language in Google Translate called Bashkir and wrote the signs in her test. When she received her test, she got curious, copied the symbols in the detect language tab of Google Translate and Google choose another language. Congratulations, became my wife.
Oh, God. Oh, my God. Oh, that's so bad. Okay.
My life flashed right before my eyes as I stumbled to change the tab of her cell phone to Bashkir. Never doing this shit again.
Dude, oh, thank God she came to you and not somebody else. Holy shit, dude. That's terrifying. Imagine being a teacher and that's what kills you. You get put on a registry because of that?
It's late November at the time of writing, so it's essentially Christmas, meaning it's the perfect time for me to suddenly remember this story.
Okay.
It's Christmas Day 10 years ago, and my siblings, cousins, and I are in the pool because it's 33 degrees C and we're Australian.
They love
We're
hot
swimming,
Christmas
having
over
fun,
there.
and shooting water guns at each
Very
other. But it did not stay that way for
stream
long.
today. Had
My
Europe
oldest
and
cousin,
Australia,
who
all
was
kinds of
12
stuff.
at the time, gets out of the pool with a water gun, hides behind a wall, and goes to fill it with hose water.
No way. It's a pea super soaker story again. There's no way.
He comes back after a minute and starts spraying it
No
with strangely
way.
discolored and warm hose water.
Another pea gun.
And that's cause it wasn't hose water, it was piss.
Oh
He
my
sprayed
god.
it a few times until one of us shouted, "Why is the water gold?"
Gold?
My dad immediately yells, "What?" and stop, as he starts running to the pool area.
Gold? That kid is dehydrated. Get him some water.
He asks for the water gun from my cousin and takes off the cap, and instead of emptying it out, pours it in his mouth. He got half a mouthful in
Dad!
before spitting it out and yelling, "Jesus Christ, who pissed in this?" We all looked to my cousin, who went behind a wall.
Why did Dad do that? Why did Dad know pee? You could guess pee. I could guess pee. I was gonna say, why does he know what pee tastes like? I think I could guess based on, yeah.
And before we say that it was him, he points to the worst person to try to shift blame, my 5-year-old sister.
Oh.
The rest of Christmas lunch was awkward as all hell.
Oh my god, dude.
When they left, my dad said that they were banned from the pool next year, and that if he
Yeah.
ever caught us doing it again, we would be banned from the pool for a year as well.
Dude, that is harrowing. What the fuck? What a fucked up kid. That's not even like a funny prank. That's just like, that's awful. That's not even Cringe Confessional. Yeah, that's just, ugh. There's nothing cringe about this. It's just gross.
When I was in 6th grade, I was kind of a reader. Horrific sentence to hear about an 11-year-old.
Hell yeah.
I know. In 2018, being a reader meant that you hated mumble rap.
Right.
The kids I took the school bus with didn't help either.
Sure.
They were all Bengali, they picked on me a lot for being white, and they blasted rap music.
A whole bus of Bengali kids? That, all right.
They picked on me a lot for being white. They would play Sicko Mode and replace that one Drake line with "Out Like a Light." My name is White, and they blasted rap music.
So my name was in brackets. Out like a light. David is white. It's pretty funny. I am not! Stop!
But still, I wanted to be friendly with them, and I thought I knew just the
love
way
Killer
to
Mike.
bond. You see, I didn't hate all rap back then.
MF
I
Doom
found this
fan.
YouTube channel called Meme, which had a series of rap battles similar to epic rap battles
Oh,
of history,
cool.
but worse, and with memes from 2012.
Yeah, okay.
Their most viewed battle is Grumpy Cat versus Nyan Cat, to give you an idea.
Fun.
So one day, we're coming home from school, and they get their attention and go, "You guys like rap, right?"
No.
Well, these guys are insane. They all look at my phone, and they play the video, posted here for your viewing displeasure.
Here it is. It's the Anime Rap Battle Royale Brawl.
Let's go! Why don't you all get through your jobs? You think you can win? We're going Mafia! Say hello to our little friend! It's me, Mario, yo! And Luigi, homie! Like a Nintendo cartridge, you can all blow me!
You're your oldest balls. On Yoshi is one dinosaur, riding another. Saw your family pics. You get that mustache from your mother.
You like the girls, you get ones and zeros. Who's the one now, Neo? You a jackass, Steve-O, hey? On his temple, I'm a black steeple. I care less about you than George Bush cares about black people.
Cutie marks a gang sign. Oops, my bad. My brony stampede.
Why is Rainbow Dash 9 years ago? All right. Well, 2016 is too late for this shit. This is like 2014 at latest. Cool, man. All right. So, did they like you after that?
They don't react at all.
Oh.
When it ends, I shrink back into my seat and don't talk at all for the rest of the bus ride.
Oh.
I never showed them anything on my phone again.
Right.
And this still makes me cringe when I think about it.
Yeah.
No wonder they picked on me.
Yeah. No wonder. As a white guy that has hung out in black groups, being the white guy, you just gotta own that shit. You just have to own that shit, and they are making fun of you for being white, and that's, like, if you can roll with it and improv with it, that's what gets you in. Just be funny, that's all. Like, it's easy, right? Come on. This guy was not funny, he was a Redditor. Oh, he did explain that, didn't he? Yeah.
This story takes place about 11 years ago. but I need to set the scene first. My mom, bless her heart, became a single mom to me and my brother. Age 11 and 12, respectively. This story takes place
Sounds
when
hard.
I was 12. My mom was giving me and brother the talk about sex and puberty, but she struggled due to not being a boy herself.
Okay.
She even mentioned some things girls go through, like periods.
Ooh, I don't know if I would bring that up during the first talk. That might be confusing. I forget about periods myself, and I've been on the planet 37 years. I'm like, oh yeah, they have to go through that.
I didn't listen, however, because I wanted to play Super Smash Bros. And wanted her to be done with the conversation.
Go!
6 months pass and I wake up to go to the bathroom. I normally pee in the dark during the night to keep me sleepy.
Okay.
It started to hurt while peeing, so I turned on the light and noticed I was peeing blood.
Oh my god.
I started to panic. I didn't know why this was happening.
My period. Never mind. Mom told me it would happen. I'm becoming a woman.
I then remembered my mom telling about periods. I did not remember that only girls get periods. I go to my mom's room and wake her up to inform of the celebration of me having my period.
Imagine being that mom.
My mom had to hide both panic and laughter of her 12-year-old son having his period.
Oh god.
She took me to the hospital, and all I had was a UTI infection.
Dude, that bad? Oh my god, dude.
She refuses to let me forget this story.
That's all you had? Like a UTI that made you bleed out of your urethra? UTIs do that? Are you sure? I guess it depends on how severe it is.
As I walked down the hallway, I noticed someone waving in my direction.
Cool.
Feeling friendly, I smiled and waved back without hesitation.
Yeah.
To my embarrassment, I quickly realized they weren't waving at me at all.
Yeah.
They were greeting someone else behind me, leaving me awkwardly standing there with my misplaced enthusiasm.
Oh. Dude, they weren't waving at you. I've never heard of that before. That has only happened to you. That is deeply embarrassing that you think that they were talking to you. Why would anybody ever talk to you? That's so. You didn't even know that guy. Why would you think he was waving at you? Is that the end? That's it right there. This guy was just stupid and thought somebody was waving at them. What a shithead. Fucking freak. I would never do that. That's crazy. That guy's a goddamn freak. That's insane.
I got called in for jury duty. When they were doing jury selection, one of the lawyers asked me a question, and I answered, "Is anyone really innocent?" Needless to say, I didn't serve on that jury.
That's the whole story. That is a good-ass way to get out of jury duty. I never thought of it that way. Just be really philosophical. I mean, who's truly innocent? Actually, that's not true. The prosecution would be like, that guy. I need that guy on the jury for sure, because you're going to get drafted. Is that allowed? Yeah, man. If you're ever about to get in jury duty, you have to, like, trick them into thinking you're racist. Otherwise, you're going to have to, like, go to work.
I was probably about 6 years old. I watched a YouTube video from an animator, and he talked about things he did as a kid.
Okay.
One of those things was putting a paperclip in a certain type of outlet, which he said would just shut off the Wi-Fi. But you were probably supposed to put the paperclip in an outlet that hooked up to Ethernet.
What the fuck, dude? Can you just teach children how to kill themselves on YouTube? That's great. You could just do a story time? Jesus Christ.
But being a stupid-ass child, I tried this myself with a normal outlet.
Dude.
If you are uninformed, this could kill you.
Yes.
Don't make this another Tide Pod challenge.
I'm not going to.
So after maybe a second of having...
Wait a minute, I just got a stream idea.
So after maybe a second of having the paperclip in the outlet, a bunch of sparks came out of the outlet and scared the shit out of 6-year-old me. After screaming at the top of my lungs and having the power go completely out for a second, my parents rushed upstairs to my room to see if I was okay, and actually, everything went completely unscathed and no damage was caused. Also, please put this one on YouTube, because I sadly don't use Twitch.
Hey, congratulations! You made it to the real show! You made it to YouTube! Good for you, buddy. Hope you're still watching. This was all the way back in November. And guess what? You were the last one, too! That's it for Cringe Confessional. Thanks for watching, YouTube. I hope you're out there, guy who watches the YouTube one, but not the Twitch. Hey, why doesn't everybody come over to Twitch? Come on over to the Twitch. There are all kinds of stories that you didn't hear, including discussions about UTIs and drinking mold. I don't think that's going to go up. And all kinds of other terrible things. Some stories you couldn't hear that were too hot for YouTube. Say bye to YouTube. Goodbye, Twitch. Goodbye to YouTube. See you next time. Thanks for watching Cringe Confessional. See you next time. Remember, cringe.coney.gg. Send me stories now. Now. Show me some stories.